Well, good morning, baseball fans. This is Vinny this morning, bright and early, and we are bringing you a game from 1964. We're just starting the season. Excuse me. And good pitching matchup today as we're going to see the Cardinals and the Dodgers facing off. Bob Gibson will be pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals in 1964. Gibson was 19 and 12. Uh, with a 3.01 ERA, and he pitched 287.1 innings. Don Drysdale will be going for the Dodgers. Drysdale finished 18 and 16 with a 2.18 ERA in 321 and a third innings. Drysdale made 40 starts in 1964. So quite a difference in what was that, about 50 years uh, or 60 years? I guess 60 years. How pitching has changed, where we can barely have pitchers going 5, 6 innings, and here we have pitchers making 40 starts, um, tons of complete games. Let me see, Drysdale had 21 complete games in 1964. Excuse me again. So here's your lineups for 64. I'm kind of using the import game function. So what I'm doing is I'm importing the results from RetroSheet for most of the games. This is actually going to be a New York Yankee 1964 replay, um, but the Yankees still have not started their season. So we've been kind of playing a few games that look interesting to me, and I'll probably do that along the way. So here's your lineups for the Cardinals. Julian Javier is at second base. Dick Groat is short. Bill White at first base. Charlie James in left field batting fourth. Ken Boyer hits fifth at third base. Johnny Lewis is in right field hitting sixth. Kurt Flood in center field hitting seventh. Tim McCarver, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Bob Gibson is hitting ninth. He is pitching for the Dodgers. And I believe I played the Dodger game online the other day. I believe that game was against the Cubs. The Cubs won that game. Maury Wills leads off. He's a shortstop. Jim Gilliam hits second. He's at second base. Willie Davis in center field hits third. Tommy Davis, the left fielder, hits fourth. Hitting fifth at first base is Ron Fairley. Frank Howard, big Hondo Frank Howard before his Washington Senator days. Hitting sixth in right field. Johnny Rosborough, the catcher, hits seventh. Johnny Warehouse hits eighth. He's the third baseman. And Don Drysdale is the pitcher hitting ninth. So we are ready to go. Um, Probably not going to have too much commentary in the game. Pretty much just going to roll the dice and let it play out. And we are ready to go as Julian Javier steps in. And we're off. We have tough 35. Javier strikes out. Dick Groat. Tough 75. And that's a fly to center field. Bill White stepping in. Tough 85. And it's a grounder to second base. 3 up, 3 down. Bob Gibson on the hill. Let's take a look at Bob Gibson's card. There you go. From 1964. Pitched in 40 games that year, made 36 starts, 17 complete games for Bob Gibson, one of the most intimidating pitchers that you will find back in the 60s. Here's Maury Wills. 11, defense, 66. On the third base, let's see, E3. E3, 1 to 50 chance for an error on Boyer. That's an error for sure. It's actually going to be a single and an error. So we're going to go hit, single, error on the third baseman, 1 base error. And that should complete the play. And we have, so Wills beats it out. And then Boyer throws it wild to allow Wills to go to second base. Dodgers have a runner on second. Jim Gilliam, the hitter. Tough, 90. Grounded to short. Let's see, will the runner move up? No, he will stay. Runner holds. Willie Davis is the hitter. In play, 7. In play, triple for Willie Davis. And it's 1-0 Dodgers. Here's Tommy Davis. We have in play, 23. That's a base hit for Tommy Davis. He's on. And let's see, Tommy Davis, he's a C base stealer and a 3 throwing arm. Let me see. Okay, it doesn't look too awfully bad. Gibson is a 6 hold, so it'll be 10 C3. If he doesn't get it, it'll either be a D3. And we'll just kind of hold him to where he's at. All right, 279. Ballpark 79. And that's going to be in play. And we have 31. That's a pop to the shortstop. Pop out, shortstop. 2 outs. Frank Howard. And we have Tough, 66. And strikeout for Howard. Dodgers 2 runs, 3 hits, and they leave a man. Go to the second. Take a look at Don Drysdale's card. There you have a look as Charlie James steps in. 6-29. Payson, 29. Base hit. Charlie James is on with a single. Here's Ken Boyer. 11-16. Ballpark 16. That's a wheelhouse. Boyer is a 1-46 chance for a home run. It is 64 outside the range. Fly ball to right field. 1 away. Johnny Lewis. Tough, 36. Strikeout. Kurt Flood. And we have Tough, 84. That is a grounded to short. Let's see, will it be a 4th out? Nope, just a grounded to short. Bottom of the second inning. Here is Johnny Rosborough facing Gibson. We have in play, 48. Grounder right back to Gibson. 1 out. Johnny Warehouse. We have Payson, 12. That's a walk. Warehouse is on. Brings up Don Drysdale. Already 1 out. We're going to let Drysdale swing the bat. He is a 6 hitter. 9-81. That's Tough. That's a strikeout. And now Maury Wills. And we have in play 40. Pop to third. Pop out to third. Alrighty. Top of the third inning. Tim McCarver, the catcher, is the hitter. Patient, 50. And outside the range. McCarver can't get it. Liner to second base. 1 out. Bob Gibson is the hitter. 10-88. In play. In play, 88. That is grounded to short. 2 outs. Julian Javier. We have in play 3. Double. Javier is on second base. Dick Grote with 2 outs. We have Patient, 18. It's a walk. First and second. Bill White is the hitter. In play, 78. I remember Bill White from his announcing years on Yankees Channel 11 in New York, WPIX. Bill White, Phil Rizzuto, And Frank Messer were the TV announcers for the Yankees back in the 60s. So I used to remember hearing them. What did I say? 1078 in play, 78. That is a fly to center field. That retires the side. We go to the bottom of the third. Jim Gilliam. Cup 37. Outside the range. Grounded to the pitcher. One out. Willie Davis. Patient 29. Single. Davis is on. Alrighty, you can see we'd have a B3 for stealing, and they're gonna do this. Let's see, an 8, a 6, that'd be 14. B3, we're gonna roll the dice again. We use my method. All right, he does get a good jump on this steal, so it stays B3. B385 is a stolen base. Alrighty, here's Tommy Davis. Well, he was up anyway, but here we go. All right, 322. Wheelhouse 22. That's a home run for Davis. Take a look at his card there. And the Dodgers lead it 4-0. Ron Fairley. We have patient 2. It's a walk. Only one out. Frank Howard. That's a wild pitch. And we have in play 90. Grounded to short. Will the runner move up? Nope. Stays where he's at. Johnny Rosborough. Tough 90. Grounded to second. Ends the inning. Dodgers get 2 runs on the home run by Tommy Davis. It is now 4-0 Dodgers. If I remember correctly, this game was won by the Cardinals. All right, Charlie James. And we have tough 39. Strikeout. James is out. Ken Boyer is the hitter. In play, 75. Fly to center field. 2 outs. Johnny Lewis steps in. Tough 85. Grounded to second. Side retired. And here we go. Warehouse leading off the bottom of the fourth. Tough 85. Grounded to short. 1 out. Drysdale. Tough 41. Strikeout. 2 outs. Maury Will is the hitter. Tough 18. Strikeout. Gibson with an easy inning. 3 up, 3 down. Top of the 5th. 4-0 Dodgers. First blood. Tough 10. Strikeout. Tim McCarver, the hitter. Tough 34. That is a base hit from McCarver. His second hit of the ball game. McCarver is on. It's Bob Gibson. He'll be swinging away. 10 in play. In play 20 is a base hit. Let's see what McCarver does. He will just stop at second base. So Gibson with a base hit. Here is Javier. 1 out, 2 runners on. Tough 98. Fly to left. 2 outs. Brings up Dick Grote. In play 67. Grounded to second base. That ends the inning. Cardinals get a couple of runners on, but they can't put any runs on the board. Jim Gilliam leading off for the Dodgers, 0 for 2. Wheelhouse, 82, well beyond his limit. He just grounds to short on this. 1 away, Willie Davis stepping in. Davis, Tough, 55. Outside the range, grounded to third, 2 outs. Tommy Davis, 2-run homer, 3 RBIs in this game. We have Patient, 55, outside the range, grounded to third. Gibson out of it again. We head to the top of the sixth. 4-0 Dodgers. Bill White leading off. Tough, 16, strikeout. 5 strikeouts for Drysdale. Here's Charlie James. Defense, 47. That's going to be a possible error on the first baseman. Fairley is an E2. 1 to 67 chance for an error. And it is an error. 1 base error on the first baseman, Fairley. Can't come up with it cleanly. Runner on first. 1 out. Ken Boyer. Patient, 9. It's a walk. First and second brings up Johnny Lewis. Tough, 27. Strikeout. 2 outs. Kurt Flood. Tough, 20. He strikes out. Drysdale gets out of the inning. Strands, 2. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Ron Fairley. 4, 5. Tough, 5. Strikeout. 1 away. Frank Howard. 0 for 2. 4, 29. Tough, 29. Strikeout. Gibson. 6 strikeouts for Gibson. Here's Johnny Rosborough. 4, 54. Tough, 54. And just beyond the range is a ground to the first baseman. So Gibson, I believe, is now retired 9-10 in a row. Tim McCarver leading off the 7th inning. We have 10 in play, 1. That is a double for Tim McCarver with his 3rd hit of the game. It's 4-0. Do we pinch hit for Gibson here? Boy, Gibson, this is a tough call. What would they do here? They're down 4-0. We're in the 7th. Well, as much as I hate to do it, I think we're going to pinch hit for Bob Gibson. So Gibson's going to be coming out of the game because the Cardinals are down 4-0. And let's see who we will pinch hit with here. Let's see. Salmon, Long, Warwick. Okay, well, it's Long. Yeah, you know what? Jeff Long. We're going to pinch hit with Jeff Long. So Long is going to pinch hit. Runner on second. Take a look at Long's card here while we're rolling the dice. Right, he had 43 at bats. Home run he hit, can't really tell, 233 maybe. Long hit 313 against righties with a 500 on base percentage. He had 16 at bats against righties. All right, here we go. In play, 29. That is a base hit for Long. A pinch hit single. Runner on second scores. And it is now a 4-1 ball game. So Long is on first base, brings up Javier. 4-1 ball game. Tough, 13 is a strikeout. 1 out. Dick Grote. Grote 0 for 2 and a walk. 31. Nope. In play. 31. That is a base hit. And Long will go to third. Runner is on the corners. Tying run comes to the plate and Bill White. Tough 10 strikeout. Big strikeout for Drysdale. Charlie James now comes to the plate. Can he get something going? Tough 92. No, it's going to be a fly ball to left field. And that's going to do it for the Cardinals. They strand two, but they do get a run. As we get ready to go to the bottom of the seventh, it is well, let's see here. 4-1. And let's see who the Cardinals are going to bring in to pitch here. Let's see. They got Simmons, Craig, and Broglio. So let's see. They will use tough choices here. How about Ron Taylor? Let's go with Ron Taylor. Take a look at Taylor's card in 1964. 63 appearances, 8-4 record, 4.62 ERA. Made a couple of starts. Johnny Warehouse is going to lead it off for the Dodgers in the top or the bottom of the seventh inning. Well, we rolled it off the board. Onto the floor, that means we have to re-roll it again. That's kind of my house rule. If it goes off the table, it's a re-roll. 11, tough 2, strikeout. Drysdale will hit for himself. 7, 17, tough 17, strikeout. Maury Wills, the hitter. We have 9, 53, in play 53, and it is a ground to the third base. That ends the seventh. We head to the eighth, 4-1. Ken Boyer leads off. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. 9, 10, in play 10. We have a base hit. Boyer is on 8th hit for the Cardinals. They have out-hit the Dodgers so far today. Johnny Lewis steps in. Tough 23, strikeout. Kurt Flood, the hitter. 5-95. We have tough 95. Fly to left field, 2 outs. McCarver, the hitter. 4, in play 13. That is a base hit. And Boyer will go to third with moving on the play. And now we are back needing a pinch hitter as we head. So let's see, who do we bring in here now? Let's take a look at what's available for the Cardinals. Let's look at our position players. Not too many good choices here. I think we're going to go with Carl Warwick. Carl Warwick is going to be the pinch hitter. So Warwick is up there with 2 outs. He represents the tying run. He only hit 3 home runs in 64, so not much of a power threat. We have tough 33. Take a look at the card, and he's going to strike out. That'll be it. That will be it for the Cardinals. We get ready to go into the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's look at what we have pitching wise. Let's see. Go with Barney Schultz. Is he on the roster? Nope, don't see him yet. All right. Well, let's see what we have here. I gotta look through some of these things. Skinner, Luback. on. Okay, we're still looking here, looking to see what we have available. Okay, Bobby Shantz. Okay. So we will bring in Bobby Shantz. He is a left-handed pitcher. Alrighty. Okay, he goes in. He's the pitcher. There we go. Bobby Shantz. Take a look at his card. 16 appearances. 17 and a third innings pitched. 3.12 ERA. He will face Jim Gilliam, who will turn around and bat right-handed. We're in the bottom of the eighth. 11. Defense, 94. Possible error on the center fielder. Flood is an E4. That's a 1 to 39 chance. It's a 19, so we have a two-base error on Kurt Flood in center field. Runner on second. Here's Willie Davis. Tough 23, strikeout. Tommy Davis, homer and 3 RBIs in this game. Tough 12, strikeout. And now Ron Fairley. Tough 75, fly to center field. Retires the side. We go to the ninth. So here we are in the ninth inning. Julian Javier leading it off 1 for 4. And we have in play 39. Grounder to the pitcher, 1 away. Dick Groat steps in. Patient 40. Base hit for Groat. His second hit of the game. Bill White stepping in. Tough 59. Grounded to third. Let's see, we have a 5 and an 8 for double play, so less than or equal to a 5. It is an 8 fielder's choice. Out at second. Third to second, 2 down. And now it's up to Charlie James. And we have in play 60. Fly ball right field. That ends the ball game. Game over. And the Dodgers get the win. 4-1. I don't think we're going to... I know Drysdale pitched well, but we got to go to Tommy Davis because Davis drove in 3 of the 4 runs. He had a home run. So let's see. We'll take a look at the box score here. Actually, let's go look at the scorecard. So Davis drove in a run in the first inning with a base hit. And then he had a 2-run homer in the third. So that was pretty much all the Dodgers needed as far as runs were concerned. Let's go to the box score here. We take a look. The winning pitcher is Drysdale. Complete game. 9 innings, 10 hits, 1 run earned, 2 walks, 11 strikeouts for Don Drysdale. That was kind of a quiet 11, actually. I didn't realize he was doing so well. Here is Bob Gibson, who ends up going 6 innings. Gives up 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Gave up a homer. He took the loss. He is 0-1 now on the season. So he was credited with a win in real life, and he starts the season here in this replay with a loss. Double by Javier McCarver for the Cardinals. Willie Davis a triple for the Dodgers. Tommy Davis homered for the Dodgers. Willie Davis also had a stolen base. Gibson a wild pitch. And we had several errors. Ken Boyer and Kurt Flood errors for the Cardinals. Ron Fairley uh, had one for the Dodgers. As we look at the box score here, Dick Groat had a couple of hits for the Cardinals, and Tim McCarver went 3 for 4 for St. Louis in the losing effort. Also, 2 hits for Davis, for both Davis, Tommy Davis, and Willie Davis. And as we said, Tommy Davis had 3 RBIs. So there is your final score. Final Dodgers 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Cardinals 1 run, 10 hits, 2 errors. This is Vinny. If you like this content, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and have a great day.